Did the Philadelphia Flyers draft the biggest steal of the 2017 NHL entry draft? That's the question that we'll be asking here today, because in the 2017 draft, the Philadelphia Flyers late in the first round with the 27th overall pick selected Sault Ste. Greyhounds center Morgan Frost. Frost was kind of a reach at that point, because throughout all of the different draft rankings and everything, there was a good consensus that he would be a mid to late second round guy. Guys like McKeen's Hockey had him at 41, HockeyProspect.com had him at 61, Future Considerations had him at 55, ISS Hockey had him at 72, but TSN and Bob McKenzie had him at 38. So there was a really big rise and fall in regards to where people thought he was going to go. Alas, the Flyers with the 27th pick ended up picking Frost. Frost in his draft year had himself 62 points in 67 games played for the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, a team that had a whole bunch of other really high-quality guys. Guys like Bobby McIntyre, Zach Shanishin, and Boris Kachuk all had a great amount of success with the Greyhounds in 2016-17, leaving Morgan Frost with his 62 points in 67 games as fourth on the team. Heading into this season, a lot of Flyers fans were thinking, yeah, we got a pretty good prospect, he looks to be trending upwards a little bit, but at this point in time, things could probably be entirely flipped around. Morgan Frost is arguably the best Canadian prospect in the NHL today, and you got guys like Dylan Strome, Cale Makar, Robert Thomas, and Jordan Kyrou all fighting for that spot. But Morgan Frost is a player who was able to cement himself amongst this conversation, because in his draft plus 1 year, the most recent season of OHL hockey with the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, Morgan Frost had 112 points in 67 games played. 42 goals and 70 assists was good enough for an increase of 60 points in the same amount of games played between his draft year and his draft plus 1 year. In his draft year, he got 20 goals and 62 points. His draft plus 1 year, 42 goals and 112 points. Morgan Frost is cementing himself amongst the elite with the hockey IQ, game-breaking offensive ability that he possesses. And now, things are starting to look up to the point where Morgan Frost is one of the Flyers' most highly touted prospects. And you still got guys like German Rubtsov, as well as Carter Hart in net. The Philadelphia Flyers have themselves arguably the most stacked prospect pool in the entire league. And now there's discussion on asking whether or not Morgan Frost would make the Flyers straight out of training camp this upcoming September. There are connections being made with Travis Konechny, saying that Morgan Frost had a little bit more points than Konechny at the same amount of time. So, is this an opportunity for Frost to come in and crack the lineup? Well, obviously, GM Ron Hextall has made it clear that in order for Frost to make the lineup, in order for any of these prospects to make the lineup, they have to earn it, 100%. So if Morgan Frost comes into the Flyers training camp and he is ready, he showcases everything that he needs to showcase in order to make the NHL, he will. And who knows, in a third-line center role, maybe, he will probably make his Flyers debut if he ends up making the team. And all that's left to do now is hope for the best, because his ceiling has just increased tremendously from his draft year all the way to the end of his draft plus 1 year. And now, things are kind of looking to the point where Frost could potentially be an elite playmaker in the NHL for years to come. Taken at 27th overall, things probably could have gone a little bit differently had a different team been picking in that spot. But truth be told, Morgan Frost is looking to be one of the bigger steals of the 2017 NHL entry draft, and we're only 1 year removed from the date. Morgan Frost ended up finishing second in OHL total points, and now he's looking towards an even better draft plus 2 year, either with the Philadelphia Flyers or tearing up the OHL once more. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Plus and Gaming, and bye.